On the National Rundown, find out how Parkinson patients are using boxing to recover, why Bachelor Ari may be banned from Minnesota, and the search for the missing flight MH370 continues. Got a quarter?
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchool.com.
Hello and welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Tyler Doris.
And I'm Alyssa Riccardi.
President Donald Trump appears to have convinced North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to stop all nuclear testing for now. Rivals North and South Korea are currently in a diplomatic process to stop a nuclear standoff. President Trump believes that progress is finally being made. Unity at the Winter Olympics is said to have a huge effect on these negotiations, and Trump is confident that a deal will come soon.
Now let's look at an interesting story involving Parkinson's patients and how the sport boxing is helping.
2, 3, 4. But here, these boxers are training to deliver a counterpunch to the neurological disorder. They won't participate in bouts with each other, but exercises like shouting to conquer their soft voice syndrome and sparring for coordination help patients like George Moon battle their symptoms.
I've seen a backward progression of the disease, so I'm going to stick with it as long as I can.
Go! This program at Life Care Center in Elkhorn, Nebraska is one of 540 programs across the world ran by Rocksteady Boxing.
Uppercut.
Started in Indianapolis with a person that had Parkinson's that had a boxing background. We brought it to Omaha because we have an interdisciplinary Parkinson's program here.
Studies have shown that boxing helps with that mind-body connection, improving things like balance, hand-eye coordination, strength, and endurance.
We studied people over a 2-year period who participated in boxing, and we didn't see any progression of the disease in the people that boxed.
I just moved up here from Kansas City around the first of the year, so I've just been doing it here. Just a good way to exercise and unwind, just taking out the day's frustration.
Mike Mandel is new to this group. Each person here exhibits a range of Parkinson's symptoms, from mild to severe. But that doesn't matter at all. Gloves on or off, everyone here is in the fight together.
The camaraderie between the boxers is just great.
Rocksteady! Lindsay Thies, 3 News Now.
Hundreds of cars were stuck in snow overnight in northern New Jersey right outside of New York City. Route 280, which is around West Orange, New Jersey, saw close to 2 feet of snow. Some drivers are saying they have been sitting in traffic for up to 4 hours or more. State police were using snowmobiles up and down the highway to simply check on passengers. New Jersey State Police responded to 506 vehicle accidents and 939 stranded cars. Roads have been cleared up since 5 a.m. and are moving smoothly.
All right, and here's a look at the sports news with Victoria.
Thanks, guys. Simone Biles, the 4-time gold medalist, has been added to the USA Gymnastics 2018 national team. Biles was added to the team after the Athlete Selection Committee viewed her video submissions that showed her current performance level. Based on her level of skill they saw in her gymnastics video, the committee voted to add Simone Biles to the team. The Red Hot Rockets dropped Thunder for their 16th straight win. Chris Paul scored 25 points, James Harden scored 23 points and 11 assists. Houston beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 122-112 on Tuesday night. This was their 16th straight win. It is the Rockets' second longest win streak in franchise history. The Ducks beat the Capitals 4-0 and moved up to second in the Pacific. John Gibson made 36 saves for his 14th career shutout. Rickard Rakell scored the 4th straight game, and Ducks extended their home point streak to 9 games with a 4-0 over the Washington Capitals on Tuesday night. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, and after the break, check out what Michael B. Jordan is doing for diversity in Hollywood.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
The Bachelor's pinpointed bad boy, Ari, of the show's 22nd season, had dumped winner Becca after proposing to her during the finale, and then quickly proposed to runner-up Lauren. The breakup angered fans of Minnesota native Becca, so much to the point that Republican Drew Christian of the state signed a bill for an act to ban the 36-year-old reality star from the state. But the bill has yet to appear on the Minnesota State Legislature's site.
All right, here's Natasha with news on the iHeartRadio Music Awards, as well as Paris Jackson starring in a new film.
The iHeartRadio Music Awards is taking place this Sunday, March 11th at 8 p.m. The awards will be aired on TBS, TNT, and True TV. The awards are to be hosted by DJ Khaled and Haley Baldwin and will showcase performances by artists such as Ed Sheeran, Eminem, Cardi B, Bon Jovi, Maroon 5, and many more. Paris Jackson makes her first silver screen debut in a new film named Gringo, where she plays the character of Nelly. The film is a so-called American stoner comedy film directed by Nash Egerton and written by Anthony Tembenskis and Matthew Stone. The film will be released this Friday, March 9th.
Thanks, Natasha. Now we have Lance with the World News Minute.
Today, in our World News segment, President Trump makes an announcement focusing on signing Section 232 proclamations, imposing tariffs on steel and aluminum products exported from the United States. This morning, Trump tweeted about how he was looking forward to the meeting at the White House, noting that he wants to protect the steel and aluminum businesses. Trump says he will have the right to pull and or add countries who will be tariffed. Students from Parkland, Florida are battling with the internet's words of war. 2 students have demanded change from the president and took to Twitter to do so. People have said they are crisis actors and just pawns to conspiracy theories. The students refuse to end their fight and don't plan to stop anytime soon. Paul Manafort gets a non-guilty plea after he was faced with charges of bank fraud and tax crimes. The judge set his trial to begin on July 10th. He is faced with 18 criminal charges between Washington, D.C. and Virginia. He has denied all charges in both courts. He has no charges in either one. Manafort could face 15 to 20 years if found guilty in D.C. and a maximum of 305 years if found guilty in Virginia. That's it for the World's News Minute. Back to you at the desk.
According to a CNN article, there has been a new lawsuit filed against the porn star Stormy Daniels, which claims that President Donald Trump never signed a hush agreement regarding an alleged sexual encounter between the two. At this time, Trump continues to deny any sexual contact or deal with Daniels.
Former LSU Tigers running back Darius Geis told the media this week that one NFL team at the Combine asked him if he likes men. It's against the league policy to ask players about their sexual orientation. 2 years ago, New York Giants cornerback Eli Apple said that he was asked the same question during his Combine. It's not clear which team asked Geis nor is it known who asked Apple. Michael B. Jordan is the first major star to say he supports the inclusion riders. When an inclusion rider is part of a production contract, it means that producers of a project will make sure that their films are diverse. Jordan took to Instagram to say that his company, Outlier Society, will meet certain diversity requirements, but he has not made specific about the requirements would be.
Carolina Panthers' Christian McCaffrey is now known as a hero for saving the life of a 72-year-old Dan Smoker. McCaffrey had been on a hike with family and friends at Castle Rock, Colorado on Sunday, March 3rd, when they witnessed Smoker take a 20-foot fall onto a rock while hiking with his grandson. McCaffrey immediately called 911 and rushed over to Smoker with his group to assist the 72-year-old in help. Once diagnosed at the nearby hospital, Smoker had suffered from a broken femur, pelvis, and neck, fractured ribs, and had bleeding on the brain.
Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones reimburses the NFL more than $2 million in legal fees. The legal fees incurred in Ezekiel Elliott's fight of a 6-game suspension and in the threat of a lawsuit to block Commissioner Roger Goodell's contract extension.
If you are creeped out by the automated home assistant's Alexa, then be prepared even more creeped out. Some owners of the device have been reporting that their Alexa device starts laughing randomly at times and in some cases begins naming off the names of local funeral homes. Amazon says they are working on a fix for the glitch, but it doesn't help that many people feel the device is always listening and collecting data based on their conversations.
After the break, we'll hear from Leon about an NRA spokesperson.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
The search for missing flight M370 continues with submarine drones. Exactly 4 years after the fateful Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 departed for Beijing, the Texas-based seabed intelligence company Ocean Infinity is trying to answer some questions. They're using submarine drones to find out what happened to the plane and the 239 people on board. But so far, the drones haven't returned any results.
Now, here's Leon with his opinion on controversial NRA spokeswoman Dana Lawson.
Thanks, guys. Our NRA spokeswoman Dana Lash released a controversial video ad where she threatens Hollywood stars, politicians, late-night hosts, and journalists protesting gun control. Some of what she said is, quote, "To every lying member of the media, to every Hollywood phony, to the role model athletes who use their free speech to alter and undermine what our flag represents." And then she goes on in the video ending on, quote, "Your time is running out. The clock starts now." In my opinion, Lash should not be playing political games by posting ads to defend the NRA. Instead, she should be working with lawmakers, educators, and children to come up with a solution that protects our country from having 18 different school shootings this year alone. Instead, she should be listening to the grieving stories of parents that lost their kids in a school shooting and teachers that have gone through it. Playing political games for your own personal agenda will not help that cause. That's it for, in my opinion. Back to you guys at the desk.
After the break, Rose will take a look at this week's weather forecast.
Listen to me.
I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Ruthie Ann Miles, who is a Tony Award-winning actress, lost her 4-year-old daughter who was killed in an accident on Monday. The crash also killed a 1-year-old boy. Miles is still recovering from the crash, and her unborn child was unharmed.
After the second nor'easter this winter season, here's Rose with a look at the weather forecast for the week.
Thanks, guys. I'm Rose Kerr, and I'm here with your weather report. It seems like things are going to get better after that winter storm Quinn yesterday. Tonight, there's going to be a low of 27, but mostly clear skies. The clouds are going to return about midnight tonight. For the 5-day weather forecast, the weekend's looking great. On Friday, there's going to be partly cloudy skies with a high of 42 and a low of 28. On Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 45 and a low of 27. On Sunday, it's going to get mostly cloudy with a high of 43 and again a low of 27. On Monday, there's going to be mostly cloudy skies again with a high of 39 and a low of 28. On Tuesday, once again, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 40 and a low of 25. It seems like the temperatures are going to be staying decently the same throughout the week, but there is a possibility of a storm coming again between Sunday and Monday. Now we're going to look at the weather window. Well, the weather has really affected us this week. Clearly the snow is still on the ground everywhere throughout campus, and there's still snow everywhere. It's hard to walk some places, but because of the weather, the temperature is bringing the snow, making it melt, and it's all getting better now. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a better weekend. Besides Sunday and Monday, there might be a little bit of an issue.
Any more storms coming or what?
They're saying that there might be, but
we're getting glimpses of like nice spring weather early, and then we get hit with this.
Yeah, it's gonna, hopefully it'll be done after Monday.
School canceled yesterday. It's nice.
Yeah, it was all good. Yeah, some benefits to snow.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah,
a little bit.
All right, that's it for the National Rundown this week. I'm Tyler Doris.
And I'm Alyssa Riccardi.
Have a great day, guys.